You know, with the second Doctor Strange movie coming out, I mean, maybe it already came out and we couldn't like release the video sooner, who knows? What matters is that we're releasing it now. So instead of talking about the second movie, let's take a step back and look at some bad Doctor Strange 1 review. And I don't know, have a good time reading them. And what more do you want? For this video, we decided to look at bad Rotten Tomato review from the fan that range between a 1 or 2 out of 5. We wouldn't want any positive review now, would we? We want the worst of the worst and see if we can get something good from those reviews. So yeah, let's do this, guys.
You can't even remember the name of the villain at the end of the movie. A half star out of 5. Bruce J. Okay, I get this criticism. Like the hero is only as good as the villain he fight and all that. And this villain is pretty mediocre, like pretty bad. But I think we all know that this statement is an exaggeration. Like, okay, what's the name of the villain in Winter Soldier? And I'm not talking about Bucky, he was the weapon of the villain. I'm talking about this old guy. Yeah, most of us don't know. If you know, it's fine, but most of us don't. And by this review standard, saying that we don't know the name of this old guy is enough to justify a 1 out of 10. Well, dude, I hope after reading this review I remember your name, because this is all it takes to judge quality. What was your name again?
This film is entirely different film than the typical Marvel movie. Like Guardian and Ragnarok introduced the cosmic side to the MCU, Doctor Strange introduced a brand new side to everything. One of the best Marvel film, completely new idea, and completely amazing. But you gave it a 2 out of 5. What? I'm confused. That was a positive review, but you gave it a below average score? What happened? Did you misclick?
Of all the dumb superhero movie I've suggested myself to, this is probably the dumbest. Really? Doctor Strange is the worst? Either you don't watch a lot of those or Catwoman would like to have a word with you. Hell, Doctor Strange is the second coming of Christ compared to some of the true bad superhero movie. Superman 4, Elektra, fucking Batman and Robin. The movie that still give a bad name to Robin, goddammit. None of those ring a bell? Come on, are you really gonna sit there and tell me Doctor Strange is worse than New Mutant? I get you said the worst from the movie you watched, but if you only have watched 3 to 5 superhero movies in your life, don't go say Doctor Strange is the worst. It's like me only watching critically acclaimed movie just to say Reservoir Dog is bad. It's misleading. Also, 1 out of 5? What would you give a movie that is actually shit?
A boring movie that could have been better if they tried. This is barely even a review. Try what? I mean, there's some stuff to criticize this movie about, but saying it could have been better if they did better is kinda pointless. Imagine being at a cooking show and saying, sure, the sandwich you made is bad, but it could have been better if you made it better. Goddamn.
This is by far the worst Marvel movie of them all thus far, followed closely by Captain America Civil War. Okay, your comment on Captain America said a lot about your taste, but whatever. Doctor Strange relied only on the great casting and great visual effect. The story happened way too fast, jumping from one action scene to another. Suddenly he's at the top of his game and 3 minutes later he's hitting rock bottom. You never get the chance to feel sympathy for Strange. Isn't that how car accidents happen? They happen without anyone notice, and if you meant they didn't explore enough of his life before they crashed, then I can understand what you're saying. But what was more to show than what was already shown? He was rich. He would choose his passion for the fame and money than to actually save life. You didn't really want to sympathize with him. He's kind of an asshole, and that's kind of the point. And yes, you can feel bad for him, because that's the idea of the movie, to make you feel bad of what happened to him. But he was mostly a prick that didn't really care about anyone but himself. Much less understand why in the name of the Lord he suddenly, only after 30-40 minutes of watching, he managed to create spell, have out of body experience, fight so damn well, and control a time device that's supposed to be super advanced and for the most studies of wizard. What's so special about him that make him so good at magic? Well, some would say he has talent. You see throughout the movie that he spent a lot of time reading and studying. But most of the time, I wouldn't say he's super great at fighting. Yes, it is weird that he can fight so well against other magic users. But if you look carefully, he never truly win magic on magic clash fight. he mostly tricked them into winning, or end up using magical gadgets around him as he fight, just as the cape or the cage that chained people, or the secret door that closes pathway. There was also a time skip in the movie. He didn't live there for a day or a week, so maybe he had a lot of time to train. Like, he was gone for a while, and he was training, and I'm pretty sure the director wanted to skip the training section and kind of time skip it. Also, later in this series, you kind of learn he was destined to become the best Sorcerer Supreme, but like, I won't make it count because they mentioned it later on. Basically, in this movie, you get no explanation as to why the character act the way they do. Hated it. Did you listen to the movie? I'm sure everyone in this film has one point explained why they were doing their action, what pushed them toward thinking a certain way. In general, I feel like you didn't really listen or watch the movie. You speak as if stuff were happening really fast, but it felt like it was slowly building up to where it was reaching without skipping anything important.
Not good. Big disappointment. Well, that's kinda what I think of your review, honestly.
Wow, a boring version of Iron Man movie, but nice visual, sometime. 1 star. What the fuck are you talking about? Did you just compare Iron Man 1 and Doctor Strange? The only thing that comes close to being similar is that they both start by being successful rich asshole to becoming heroes. And sure, they got the same hairstyle and beard, but the story isn't the same thing. You literally saw the bare bone of both movies and said, "Yep, Iron Man 1, baby."
Oof, that was rotten. Well, no, it's not. I mean, just look at that. It's not rotten at all. At 30, it's fresh.
Am I high? Because in my opinion, this acid trip of a film should not even be considered a superhero movie, or even a movie at that. 1.5 star out of 5. John T. Okay, I don't get your exact point here, but calling this movie an acid trip of a film kinda make it sound unique as hell and something I wanna try. If you're talking about the insane special effect that transports you into a captivating, unique Ditko-esque world, I and a lot of people would actually argue that it's one of the best things about this movie. To each their own, I guess, but saying it should not be considered a movie at all is pushing it. I mean, not liking the film or feeling it samey is fine, but there is a clear movie here. There is even a 3-arc structure, the character have character arc. Simply put, there is a beginning, middle, and end to the story. The story makes sense, it is a movie. Sure, one you might not like or apparently not understand, I guess. But yeah, it's a movie, that's for sure. If it's good or bad, it's up to you, but come on.
An utterly silly, uninspiring, boring exception effect copied superhero film. Not suitable for adults. Not enough swear word in it? Aw, got no bitches?
You wanted some blood? What? There wasn't enough blood? You were one of the people who were like, oh god, yes, they put the sex scene in the Marvel movie.
Oui, finally, the sex scene brings so much character depth in the penis video. Yes, queen.
Rip-off Inception, nothing original. Okay, I have seen some comparison to the special effect in Inception to those in, like, Doctor Strange with the mirror roll. And yes, the visual effects are clearly inspired heavily by Inception for those scenes. But two things, guys, it's not the only cool visual effect in Doctor Strange. And second of all, having similar visual to another movie can't be your only justification for it being bad. Like, what the fuck? And nothing original, really? I guess by your standard, every movie with dinosaurs is just unoriginal and a copy of Jurassic Park. Good luck finding an original movie then. Oh look, a gangster movie, clearly a clone of The Godfather. You get the point?
Utter nonsense. Yeah, I agree. It could be utter nonsense, I left the movie on mute and I was watching it. I didn't really understand what's going on. I was like, yeah, it didn't really make sense. The guy's like climbing on the wall now, but then suddenly start falling. And then now I'm like in Nebraska, and like there's a dude with no hand that make a portal. Oh, I don't know what the fuck was that, right?
Not good, not entertaining. Oui, I don't understand English. Second language. I put it in subtitle. I fell asleep. Oui, crappy movie, crappy, oui.
Only cause I can't give it 0 star. Not the Spider-Man I like. I'm trying to think of one scene that I liked. Still thinking. Well, dude, it's Doctor Strange we're talking about, man. What the fuck? But I get you, I feel you. When I watched The Batman, I was like, not my Spider-Man.
Another lame movie from the mediocre crap universe. Like most, this movie sucks.
A DC fan?
What do we have here, boys?
Sit around him. He's running away! Get him, boy! Get him!
Trash. Worst movie in all Marvel movie. Where was Rachel McAdam in this movie? Rachel McAdam act the woman that Strange love. While he is fighting against ghosts and tricking Dark Lord from another dimension, she represents the people he's fighting for, the world that he had to leave in order to protect. She is the one person that cared about him and that he threw her away. Why is he such a jerk? His motivation for becoming a wizard are terrible and selfish. Well, because he isn't perfect. He was rich, he was full of himself, and yes, the reason he became a wizard is selfish. But that leaves room to a character development. If he already started selfless, there wouldn't be much room for growth. And that's what makes it interesting. That everyone, doesn't matter if they started good or not, everyone, if they make the right choice, no matter how hard it is, can be hero. And that's beautiful. It's also mean you got second chance in life. But you know, you can give it a 1 star out of 5 because you don't like a character having flaw. It's cool. So that's it. I hope you liked this video. Write down in the comments what you think about Doctor Strange 1, and if you're hyped about Doctor Strange 2, talk to us about it. Subscribe to not forget this channel. Leave a like if you liked the video. And until we see each other again, have a good day.